¡Vamos! El pollo, el pollo. Rubio. Quiero oro, Rubio. Es que los chinos son buenísimos, loco. Los asiáticos son buenísimos. Mira, este es el último, el que ganó la última ronda. La ronda pasada es solos. La última que van a jugar es en solitario. A ver, a ver qué pasa, chavala. Que ya empiece la última partida, por favor.
His shot, kid. Bugga says, bring the rest of the lobby on. I'm looking to go aggressive. We talked about King and his shoot first mentality, but the difference between King and Bugga is Bugga chooses his spots when to go. He knows when he needs to hold off. His shot, kid. Bugga says, bring the rest of the lobby on. I'm looking to go aggressive. We talked about King and his shoot first mentality, but the difference between King and Bugga is Bugga chooses his spots when to go. He knows when he needs to hold off. His shot, kid. Bugga says, bring the rest of the lobby on. I'm looking to go aggressive. We talked about King and his shoot first mentality, but the difference between King and Bugga is Bugga chooses his spots when to go. He knows when he needs to hold off. His shot, kid. Not letting it go. He wants the top spot. Not letting it go. He wants the top spot.
Psalm, Creo, Skype.
Not letting it go. He wants the top spot.
Song, Creo, Skype.
Not letting it go. He wants the top spot.
Song, Creo, Skype.
Not letting it go. He wants the top spot.
First four to go down in this match is Skype, who was in 4th place.
Wow, so a little bit
very
of pressure
tough
already gone from that top spot. Cease just moving for the moment. 2 chug splashes. If I do, as he throws them down, can you see all the players surrounded outside this sunny steps side of the map? Cease continues to bounce around for the moment. Not many AR shots left. Will get some out of the ammo crate, which is good. Every bit counts. And the farming of stone continues. Moffin and Zayt outside of Loot Lake, just fighting on the outskirts of it.
Just kind of building, walling against any pressure from Zayt. Doesn't want to get caught on rotation. Interesting loadout. That gold combat very early. That's a very solid pickup to start this match. Single shockwave remaining. Legendary grenade launcher. Drum gun hand as well.
I mean, talk about a great starting inventory. As we do swap on over. Blaster in a fight. Outside pressure plan. One player nearby, only at 73 HP, but again, when you're this far into the tournament, you kind of get to the point where you just gotta go for it. You gotta just force an engagement. You gotta get the points up. Shot comes on through. Not able to get it done as of yet. Blaster still healing up. Will have bandages to get back up to, I think, 75 HP.
The feed, it looked like Tfue picking up an elimination. Let's see here how things play out. 90 players remaining. The first circle starts to close in 50 seconds. Bandaging on the egg. Blaster just hanging out here. That player down below. Going to see if he can take shots here in a second. T-Chub's going to roll all the way down. Looks like no engagement going to happen here. Yarko, Sledwicki, 2 players that have faced off against each other a number of times. Going to go for the wall and in fact get it. Gets the angle inside and pushes on through. A solid aggressive play from Sledwicki to pick up his first elimination of Game 6.
Very clean, and that will end Yarko's Fortnite World Cup run. Solid performance earlier on. We'll see where he stacks up with the rest of this lobby when it's all said and done. Reminder, this is our final game here tonight. Use the hashtag Fortnite World Cup. Get it trending just like yesterday. Alongside the millions of people watching online. Sam, who is our player as well, near the top of the leaderboards. What can he do in this last game? Can he make the trek to try to catch up to Booga, who was 15 points ahead in first?
Este es el quedó finalista.
Angled down through a handful of edits here at Mega Mall. He's going to push around the side and try and make his way inside Mall itself. Pika earned 12 of his total points in just the last match, and I think that says a lot about what is possible.
Es que, joder.
In 11th place when we rolled into this game, Pika trying to find a way inside, pushing down through the outside. Maybe does in fact get the wall replace. Are you kidding me? Used the shockwave to get down the wall. The player inside was smacking out with it. That's unbelievable.
He basically called the bluff. He called the bluff. The guy was trying to break the wall to secure it for his own. Pika was like, okay, break the wall for me. I'll just replace it my own. And he does just that. Pika, full HP, 2 slurp juices, 6 minis, a very good assault rifle and a shotgun, but it looks like the aggression doesn't end here. Wall instantly broken. Pyramids placed as well. And he can just continue to play these box fights, really use the shockwave to try to drop down his opponent again. Said it once. Wouldn't surprise me if we use that same tactic here soon.
At this point, 100 HP, 100 shield. I do not blame him for being aggressive here.
Estos días
Knowing that players may be a little sparse in terms of loot, he's trying to track Keemstar on the outside, rotating around the edge of Mega Mall. These two players going to end up on top of each other before you know it. Oh my gosh. Floor loot.
Okay.
A heavy sniper rifle.
And another slurp. Okay.
Lo que sabes que estas son unas bestias para
He's
jugar.
looking for it.
It's like Batman.
See him watching.
He's waiting.
Este chico es...
Dropping on in, does use those audio cues to try and track down the opponent underneath. Opts to back out of the fight for just a second. Get a different angle. Pika's awareness inside Mega Mall is insane. Knowing exactly where his opponents are and exactly when to push. Already picked up one elimination using those skills. Gonna see if he can find a second player in the slip. Going for the snipe. Oh, and he can't quite connect.
Imagine what would happen in this arena if he hits that shot. He dabs after it. And he dabs after it. He's like, all right, this is mine. See you guys. But Jay, the only remaining player in the Mega Mall area. Pika just gonna go back. Another slurp still inside, so Pika knows if he gets in the fight, he can get the elimination, even if he's weak, he can pop a slurp, go grab another. Don't let that happen yet. Shift our focus, there's Booga on your screen, Core Gaming, and Benji Fishy. In a couple boxes of each other, maybe a fight will break out here soon.
Y es que ve cómo van de loot con el boloncho, todos van a full. Mira, Buga. Buga es de los que va mejor posicionado, si no, pienso que va a ganar Buga. Si lo hace muy bien, aguanta bastante hasta el último, se la va a llevar Buga.
Town in the southeast corner of the map. Banny, Arkham, back in a 1v1. Most likely, honestly, round 6 of these two facing off the beginning of these games. 73 players left, the Storm right on their backs. Things are going to start moving here in a middle battle, but these two decide to fight it out right now. He phased through the floor, could have opted to go up, misses the shot. A little bit of damage at a 140, going to opt for a mini. Even just the 10 shield might be enough to save him from Arkham. To see here, pressure the Sting. He's trying to find a top down and kind of lead the shots on what may or may not be a build out from Arkham. Right through it, Arkham dropping all the way down the campfire. And he's going to drop that on one corner in an effort to push Arkham out of the box. Unbelievably, honestly, what a shot from Arkham, the bottom there. Quick edit on the ceiling, shot comes through.
Health very similar between the two. Slight advantage to Arkham right now.
Have to imagine that almost every 1v1 between these two has played out so complexly. If we're watching this right now, I guarantee you this is not the first time we've seen it. What a shot, a quick flip and edit on the ramp.
It's cat and mouse. It's literally cat and mouse in this fight.
This is one of the most insane 1v1s I think I've ever seen. 64 HP remaining. Bandy's gonna have to back all the way to the top. Maybe the campfire down. Just a second gets dropped in. Gonna have to wall against that. The ramp to save him. One chance for the minis. Is gonna wall off. Still back and forth between these two titans. The campfire goes down. As soon as that wall edit happens, the ramp inside to prevent any push. Arkham finding another angle might be the only option at this point. The campfire, though, is going to have dealt a lot of HP back to Banny. Shot through, can't quite connect. Here we go, pressure up top, and gosh, the pyramid block. Finally, the Storm deciding it's time to play the fight out. And Banny goes down.
Hey, great fight though, man.
That was insane.
That went on for a full 2 minutes. I love that we got to keep our eyes on that, but moving across the map now, it's Pika. We were complimenting so much on how easily he can move through these boxes in Mega Mall, how he can navigate these areas, and it looks like that same exact pattern is continuing. It's Squexy, who's at a major health disadvantage, but as I say that, does hit a quick little shotgun shot that I think will push Pika away for a moment or make him reassess what he's doing. Maybe a misclick. It looked like he didn't really mean to do that.
Actually, he's going to have to try and take some sort of aggressive stance soon. A minute on this Storm before it closes, and he's not in the next safe zone. Rogue Shark in defeat, picking up an Elim. We're down to 68 players remaining. outside of that 70 range before the storm starts to tick on you.
Ika, no wall in place yet.
He's just trying every chance he can to take these walls. This is the speed of these players. This is some insane stuff. This is why they're here at the World Cup. Can't quite hit the shot. He did a reset, took the other corner out, just as the opponent inside takes a shot with the shotgun. Can't quite connect. Still going for these wall replaces. Big hit there, down to 16 HP.
And he's got no mats. He's got 2 total builds. So with the zone pushing as well, this looks like it's got to be a Shadow Bomb play. Hika is actually going to dive into the zone to make his path a little bit less predictable. Will take the long route. 10 health, he's got a launch pad. I'm going to tell you right now, Pika is not happy. Yeah, you see him kind of sigh right there. Uses both Shadow Bombs, uses all the materials he has. Literally can only build 1 wall, can't even box up for safety. Uses one of his launch pads to not a fun spot to be in. Pika, look, still can't even build 1 box.
Does have the minis, he's got a campfire in case he wants to put it down. I think the fear at this point is if he puts that campfire down, it's like a signal flare for anybody around. This is the box to push. Meanwhile, Tifu, Dusty Divot flying across, landing near more opponent builds potentially. Back down, shots at the target he was right next to. He's in this box alone. You see in the mini-map a handful of players around Dusty Divot. Clicks, reverse, Bizzle you see in the top.
66. Es que sabes que se matan muy lento, pero ya cuando está al final parece que están en unas tormentas, una tormenta súper reducida y muchísima gente dentro de entonces ahí es donde...
There is some loot nearby, but player challenging team is going to back up for the moment. Oh yeah, we got a fight here. Tifu, 1 versus 1. Is it Clicks? Not exactly sure.
Este chaval es buenísimo, pero estoy viendo torneos que están jugando en equipo y no les está tan bien.
Veteran versus the up and comer.
Ahora es donde...
Tifu backing up for the moment. It looks like there's another player nearby as Clicks will just say, nope, don't need this anymore. We'll fly away. Karhu goes down in the elimination feed. Cease goes down in the elimination feed. 63 players left. No Storm Surge in this one yet.
Buga picking up an elimination. His first of this match. Just another point between him and second place.
Man. Consistency so key, and Buga has embodied that today. Only 1 bad game. The rest have been absolutely electric. Buga's just sat up with the high ground in the zone, waiting patiently for this lobby to drop on down. Snazy now 1 box away from an opponent. 54 HP, needs to perfectly edit one of these walls and get a shot down range. You see his opponent not sitting still for any moment. He expects him to drop it, and that's exactly what happens. He's finding the patterns and how his opponent likes to play these box fights. But still with no healing and his opponent jumping back up, you got to think some shields will be replenished, and Snazy will be at even more of a health disadvantage.
To go for the reset on the floor.
No shields pop.
There we go. Catches himself. He's going to hold the edit on this pyramid. He's looking for a chance to push Martin. If one arises, we'll have to see. Snazy's hope may be to catch him off guard. There we go. Here's the Shadow Bomb. Going to rotate up and away. Use that redeploy and try and make his way into the safe zone. Only 54 HP. He's not quite safe yet, but now it's the chance to look to the right. Get a couple shots. Player inside the box as he lands right next to him. The edit through, and Rogue Shark sets the trap and gets him. Tough play there. Clicks. Meanwhile, 1 elimination, 62 builds. Sit on 2 Shadow Bombs. See here, the very north edge. He's underneath the plateau of Dusty Divot. Reverse down there as well. Tifu on the edge. Astonish, Smeef, Zate. So many players stacked up near each other, and oftentimes you do see players utilizing the already built structures for easy wall replaces. No surprise. Popped up next to him.
Inventory looks great, but he just doesn't have a lot of ammo.
Imagine he picks up 1 elim on someone who is can kind of fill those numbers up. It used to be a great spot for late game. 7 RPG, still very, very good. 69 total builds down to 60 now. 56 players remaining. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the final game of the solo competition here at the Fortnite World Cup. It literally all comes down to this.
5 players will become millionaires right after this game. Tifu just picked up his 3rd limb. Still has a launch pad, some great loot on the player that he just took down. But he doesn't have the zone again. He does have 2 launch pads, and I'm going to use one of those. He wants to make sure he makes those placement points, and there it comes. Launch pad used. Will Tifu get beamed? Right, this is one of those moments where you're just thinking, Ben, please don't shoot me, please don't shoot me, please don't shoot me, please don't shoot me. Looks like he'll make it up through one scheme.
Literally flying past the windows of opponents, gonna land on top of the second structure. Somebody underneath, start layering up, 86 build, still has another launch pad. Has a boogie just in case maybe a baller rolls past close enough. He could boogie the player directly out of it. Try and pick up that elim, jump in the baller and roll away. Even in a clutch situation, the boogie bomb can give you an opportunity for a free shotgun shot on someone that may be unsuspecting. The loadout here, look at this, 2 campfires, 10 redeploys, 2 shockwaves, 6 minis, but no medium ammo, Jack.
Si llega al top 10, se la va a llegar.
When the Fortnite World Cup qualifiers started, Booga qualified in Week 1, in NA, in 1st place. From the moment Fortnite World Cup started, he finished atop the North American region. And now in another spot again where it can happen, and he's just dancing up top. He knows really this is his to take unless someone has legitimately the best performance ever in the history of a Fortnite competitive game. Booga should be our Fortnite World Champion. Tifu and Benji Fishy fighting on the bottom right of your screen. Sam, who's trying to contest and take that throne. This was the replay, did get his first limb of this game, and you see the fist bump right there. That was Clicks who gets cut down.
At this point, 51 players remaining. This lobby is going to get very, very tight. Going into this match, saw almost 2 points ahead of third place, with 15 points behind first.
Talk about a lead as we've just.
Joder. Vaya mierda.
Now hit our top 50 in this game. Arkram goes down. Sam, 1 elimination. Can he close the gap? If you think about it right now, he's still 15 behind, Ben. Booga's still in this game. What he needs right now, Booga to go down, and he needs 5 more limbs and a victory royale. But no! Sam gets caught off guard. It's Zayt, and as that happens, Booga gets a limb.
48 personas.
The pieces are falling into place, and Booga's about to call checkmate.
Booga se la lleva.
Tifu on your screen here, 3 eliminations. Still has the launch pad, sitting on a pretty similar loadout. Not a lot has changed as he's waiting, biding his time, looking for eliminations up above the rest, though. Booga
hasn't had to move in 5 minutes.
Nope.
He's had a height, he hasn't had to move in 5 minutes. He's sitting so pretty. Here's that a limb that we missed when Sam got taken out. And
are you kidding? Look at him laugh. Look at him absolutely laugh. Quick 1 tap on Storm on the move.
It's a gift. Is it his birthday? Is that about as free as it gets?
Booga might be the luckiest player with zone placement I think we've ever seen in a competitive Fortnite match. Sitting atop his tower in a castle of metal, unthreatened.
And he built it with metal earlier, and he just kind of hoped it would work out this way, and it did. He's been sat here for so long. It basically sums up the leaderboard. This is the leaderboard in the game itself. Booga on top, nobody nearby, no threats. Nothing. Now with the zone moving, everyone soaring. And this is where it picks up quick, folks. The final moments of the Fortnite World Cup. We're watching Booga. Oh, please. Imagine.
Picking up a pair in the feed there. Fledermoys and Dubs both go down. Gonna be 2 very good eliminations there. 38 players remaining. Top 25 is when placement starts to come in, and Booga is looking for shots on everybody flying around. Still has that high ground advantage. Jesus and others looking to try and contest it. Benji Fishy moving up as well. Ballers still rotating the low ground. Tifu making his way across. A lot of damage coming in. Only 1 minute in the inventory and 15 builds remaining. A tough spot for Tifu.
Es que se tienen que mantener con una vida súper baja.
Survive. King with elimination.
Player count continuing to drop. Fizzle, Takamura, Zate picking up multiple eliminations. 30 players remaining, 29 to get closer and closer. Benji Fishy goes down, Tifu eliminated in the box. Kurtz picks that one up.
Now will end Tifu's Fortnite World Cup. Zate drops off high ground for the moment. Booga's still alive in this game in the bottom right of your screen. Still a max HP. He's made it in the top 25. At this point, it's basically a victory lap. Yeah, he's getting beamed out of the sky, but he doesn't care. He'll drop on in, pop some minis. King on the top right, had 6 limbs. The guy's an absolute brawler. The 13-year-old should be so proud of how he played today. Lol boom up top. The double qualified player as well.
Picking up another elimination. Takamura goes down.
Booga now into your top 20. Mongrel, your
Booga sigue vivo. Mongrel, creo que han matado a Mongrel tú.
World Cup is over. Vivid's still alive in this game.
Booga sigue vivo. Se la va a llevar Booga.
It's Crew with 4 limbs atop our leaderboard right now. Has most limbs of who's still alive. Booga there as well. Has all the ammo in the world. Not a lot of materials. Let's see how he weasels his way out of this one.
Ball moving with high ground. Teachup going for a challenge up top. Does in fact take it over. Meanwhile, Booga box fight for his life. A little back. Fourth here is waiting to see if this player rotates out. There it is, a big shot. Fight out for the victory royale in game 6.
2 left.
1v1. Crew still in it. Teachup as well, back and forth. And it might come down to a heel-off. Teachup dropping down those campfires. We'll see here. Crew following it all the way in, and Teachup goes down. Crew with the victory royale.
Crew with 7 eliminations and the victory royale. The monster performance at the end of it. That could have just
Vamos a ver por puntajes quién se la ha llevado.
Thousands of dollars, maybe even over $1 million by just that game right there with how he does. But ladies and gentlemen, there's no way anyone beats him. Your Fortnite World Champion, Booga!
Se la llevó.
Richer, the biggest individual prize victory in competitive gaming history. Millions watching online, and folks, he didn't narrowly win. He absolutely took the best Fortnite lobby in history and taught him a darn lesson.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for your Fortnite World Champions.
So
there's his family looking on.
En los 2 días anteriores.
Hey, get double chicken. get the extra meat, do the whole thing. He's buying, I'm gonna tell you right now. And there's the dance. I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna bet his dad if he's got moves like that. And that's what it's all about. Booga hasn't moved, as we'll probably need security to get him to leave this arena. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up again for Booga, your new Fortnite World Champion.
Sí, que un juego te dé tanto, loco, que un juego te dé tanto.
We have cast in almost every single major Fortnite event up to this point, Dr. Lupo. I have never, ever seen a performance come close to that. So far and away, the winner that literally them backstage didn't even have to calculate it. It was done.
Immediate. Normally, folks, we do have to wait a minute or two, and they need to triple check. They went right to it. It was absolutely ridiculous.
Insane.
Out of the gate. The trophy presentation, by the way, is coming up very, very soon. But Jack, Bugha from game 1, a 19-point victory royale to start the entire thing. All